Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. I am Kenny Scofield, and with me is Steve Charboneau and Todd Biron, and this is the American Car Classics radio program. So if you're tuning in on the web, you are on YouTube, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook. We are out there for you all to get to know us and absorb the show and tell somebody about it. Listen, we've got a phone number, 772-584-1048, and we want you to call up and give us a tech talk question. Shoot us a text message, anything you want to say about anything. You want to ask anybody here a question. Mike Carano is off this weekend. His son flew in from New York, and he's taking some time with him. So hello, Mike, and the Carano family. So this is the part of the show where we jump in and say, what's going on?
What's that? Just another day. Busy. Yeah.
Steve misses some shows because he works more hours than we do.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
You still go in real early? Because I'm in early. You know that.
I don't go in at 5. You know, I get there like 7:15.
You drive out to 8th Court still?
Yep. Feed my shop cats. Yep.
Love that. So you refresh everybody, man. You moved. You started your own venture, dropped 50% of your weight. The dead weight, and that was great. And there's a little chatter on some Facebook stuff and whatever. But business, you ain't skipped a beat.
No. My customers are finding me more and more. He can continue to tell people I died and all that stuff. It's crazy. I had 2 today.
It said you died?
No, one was I died, and then the other 2, I had 3 actually, where I quit doing mechanical work because I'm no good at it. So I bought a body shop instead.
Oh man, that's better. I thought you were going to go with started a topless waitress restaurant. So I was going to.
Hey, that might be a good venture. I'll go partners, won't you?
Yeah. If I get in a lot of trouble, would it be worth it?
Yeah.
No, I better not.
But no, I've seriously, I've heard everything.
That's incredible.
From where, my dad died, I committed suicide, and I died in a car crash, and all kinds of stuff. I've heard everything. The only thing I haven't heard is I died in a plane crash, a train crash, and fell off a cruise ship. Pretty much everything else I've heard.
Wow.
But, when you're low life, that's what happens, and it is what it is.
So you're still in Vero. You're on US 1 and 23rd.
Yep.
And that's a great location.
Yeah. It's a busy intersection.
Yeah. Everybody, all the parts stores, they know it and everything else, and you're flying.
People find me just walking out to get a car, driving by, and be like, yeah, I recognize him.
And you got this guy that works for you. His name's Dean.
Yep.
And we offered Dean to come out here tonight and hang out with us. And
You didn't want to?
He
gets all embarrassed and giddy. It's funny.
Yeah.
We'll get him on here.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
He's a good kid, man.
He'll come out and help paint and work and do stuff like that. And so we'll just have to turn the cameras on and let them know that they're on or something,
He's still on the shy side. We're breaking him in little by little.
Yeah.
He learns more every day.
Yeah, we'll take him out to Bare Assets one night. So I see, Todd, that you have been painting. We're here in the House of Biron. This is the studio that Todd allowed us to take over his garage at the farm for. And you've been doing some work here.
I'm trying.
No, you've been doing some work here.
I'm trying.
I saw a lot of work outside the east side door, and you've got some new compressors coming in.
I hope.
You had a couple compressors that you were going to list, and they got purchased.
Yeah.
Yep. Some dumbass out at Dolphin Auto. And, yeah, I'm not the bookkeeper. I don't know if we have one. But, so you're trying to get the rest of this thing painted in because you are expanding, and you're going to come home a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you went to the back door here that faces north, you've got the chickens and what do they call their houses?
Coop?
They're moved.
They're chicken tractors.
Chicken tractors. And out there are the donkeys, and the 2 donkeys' names are what?
Bitsy and Ariel.
Ariel and Bitsy.
Yeah.
Which one notices you first?
Bitsy is more the liberal Democrat.
So she's louder and speaks up first?
So the first noise you make, that's how they are. And they start making their noise. So you got to run out there and give them a couple treats.
Right, because they know they're in the
building over there.
Yeah, yeah. They see me or Julie. Julie's here all day.
Right.
Most some of the week. So,
Right.
They know it's treat time.
Yeah,
They know it's treat time.
They know I'm going to give them treats.
And they pull their gums up and they got the big old teeth.
They got some big teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're sweethearts.
Yeah. So everything at the shop for you is going well? How's your new hire?
Good. Yeah, done pretty good. Leah brought in enough work for, I don't know, if we had 3 more people, we might get caught
Maybe
up.
catch up.
I think that's the theme over there.
I know, man.
Get one done, 3 more come in.
Yeah.
You get one done, and 4 more come in.
It's insane.
Deanna's grandfather up in Asheville, when we were up there, Dave, he's a great dude. He does body work. And he's 70 years old. He's retired. He works for one used car lot. He gets to pick the jobs he wants to do. He sends the rest to another guy that they've referred him to. So he just does a fender and a bumper and stuff that he wants to do easy and stuff like that. And it was a nice thing for him. But we finish 1 or 2, and it's like the guy has a deer camera mounted on a tree, because when he's ready, he pulls 3 or 4 more back in. And he has to tell him, no, you take one back, or, we're not overdoing that, or I'm going hunting this week. And when he's gone hunting, he'll come back. There's 8 cars out there. And it's an overload. But
he's going to come back one day.
Yeah, one day, right.
Yeah.
Or one of those cars are going to have a buckshot in the back of it or something. So I know what it's like to see the funneling. We at Dolphin Auto had that 56 come in yesterday. We had another head gasket job today, but we had something else come in. Oh, the 73 Javelin came in today for a couple things, and the yard gets crowded pretty quick with cars, mom and pop stuff, and then everything else. So, yeah, but I've got 4 employees now, other than Tiana and I.
Got more than me.
2 mechanics and 2 body guys, and that's really big for us. Back to almost, what we hope to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I was yelling at some asshole on Friday about blocking the whole parking lot and all these cars,
On Friday.
Yeah. I was yelling at myself.
I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I knew he was here at the table. I just didn't know where we were going.
I want lights on. He's like, man, we got to pull these cars away. And I was like, some asshole just keeps bringing cars in. More and more keep coming. I'm like, dude, the whole parking lot's clogged up. I'm like, come on, man. I was like, you need to kick that guy out.
Well, you pull up to a car wash and you feed in this way and you feed out that way, and it needs to be that way. And if there's no room at the back of the line for the assembly to move forward, then you shouldn't stack anything else behind it.
There's not one entrance in there, though.
I know. I know. Every hole is for entry.
He's just standing there. He's
Like a
got a
bad
drink in his
girlfriend.
hand, and he's like, what is this cracker talking about? He's like, I don't what? And I was like, I turned around, I was like, I'm yelling at myself. And he's like, he started laughing. He's like,
Jim Carrey, I got beat up by a lunatic.
Yeah.
That's cute. Hey, so
That's
in
crazy.
a week from this, today we're recording the show. Today is November 1st.
Yeah.
Hope everybody had a happy Halloween. I've got an office full of candy. Do you guys have candy in the office from anybody?
yes, Aaron does.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say
She uses it for like props and, and trying to get people to do something. Oh, hey, you deserve some candy.
Somebody brought cookies in.
Good cookies?
I think your customer.
That was a customer.
My customers don't bring a lot of food to me. I get some cards, but no real food and stuff. And when we do it, it's like banana bread or carrot cake, and I don't eat that
Heck
stuff.
yeah, man. That's good, bro.
I don't do.
Oh, he brought one of those, like, it's the cookie tray like this from Publix that has the red velvet, the peanut butter.
Yeah.
And
I'm good with that. I just can see somebody at home, that's, how do you say on the internet? Well, yeah, finger fucking food and stuff like that. Just too many hands on it, just not washing enough. And
Can you say that on the radio?
and the stuff, he can, but he'll bleep something. He'll put an engine sound there or something. But I just imagine what goes on in a kitchen sometimes, and I don't know that I want her home cooking. Just saying, or baking.
You don't pay no attention to that
Okay.
shit. What's it gonna do? Make you sick?
Well, I don't know. It all burns off at 210 degrees or something, right? I guess.
I don't know, but if you're like me and you don't stop and you're running 15 mile an hour all day long, one direction to the other,
I got sick twice in the last 2 months and had to take an antibiotic, so I'm not happy about it. You're going to get me on some horse tranquilizers or something, and we're going to be beautiful, right? Horse something.
Ivermectin.
Did you see the launch today? Did you guys see the launch today? 9:41 on the dot. It was a Falcon Heavy.
Yeah.
2 boosters went up. Watch the boosters from me. We're in Grant, so we see it really good. So I saw the boosters come off, rejet back. It didn't start to turn for the infirmament until much, much later.
Yeah.
We're probably on our third car by then. He's on his first. He's sitting back eating his pancakes.
No,
You know what? What time?
I didn't get pancakes till it was a bad day. I didn't go to
So.
Denny's, and then RJ's doesn't open till 8, and Tiana brought them, and they were small, stupid, and it like almost upset me. And
It's really convenient where I'm at.
yeah,
Yeah, because I can run over the railroad tracks over Beach Bum. Yeah,
you've got Vero. I mean, I'm Grant. I've got
good breakfast over
Rib
pretty
City
good.
and the
There
Old
at
Fish
the curb.
House. Yeah.
You know, sometimes we'll eat at the curb, but
Yeah. Well, we've got a Winn-Dixie, and if we had a Publix, it'd be better. But Winn-Dixie's got some hot lunch stuff, and we've
I
got
ain't got no time for that.
Subway and whatever. And yeah.
Yeah.
There's certainly no Chick-fil-A around, man. I could kill for a Chick-fil-A in
Yeah, eating and working.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I work a lot, man. I get stuff done. He wasn't saying hi.
Peace, bro.
So real
Yeah.
quick, I do want to say that as we're recording on this Tuesday,
Don't
November
early
1st, voting is going on, and that's a big thing too, isn't it? Because
Voting is very important. Make sure
but
you
early
vote.
voting has really taken almost half.
I would not early vote.
No, there's too much chance for.
Yeah. Too much voter fraudulent problems.
Yeah, since we're already doing the vulgarities on this episode, the lingo is fuckery.
Yeah, the fuckery.
All right. So and that voice from the abyss is Bryce Shonka.
Correct.
And Bryce is he's our producer now, and he's running our show, and Phil is not, and
Yeah.
we'll see how this keeps going. Ashley was, and now Ashley's not, and
Hey, man, we just,
yeah,
bounce around.
I'll run them through. I'm running through everybody.
So you
But-
guys are stuck with me.
But voting,
It's all right, dude.
voting is such a privilege, probably more of a privilege than a driver's license.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you control the fate of yourself, your favorite business, your grandchildren. I mean, it's just that big. So get out there. Don't be dumb. I think they said they're hoping for a high turnout of 63%. That's
We need to
over
red pill 'em.
from last time at like 61%. I don't understand why there isn't 100%. So
Me neither.
the only thing I say to you is take advantage of this right that you have that every other country in the world almost doesn't have.
Get out there and vote. It won't.
Make a better decision than the last people.
Britain's on their fourth
the
prime
day you're
minister of the
supposed to
year.
vote, let's
Yeah.
not turn into Brazil.
Right, right.
Although it could happen.
Or Puerto Rico even. So listen, this is the American Car Classics radio program. Cut out for a quick break. You won't even know we're gone. Click one, click the other. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, welcome back, everybody. This is the American Car Classics radio program, and we are live in your living room. We're doing a podcast, so we're in your car, we're on your phone, we're in your workplace, pissing your boss off. That's okay. We're off duty. I'm Kenny. This is Steve. To my far left and in the middle, Todd Biron.
How you doing?
All right. Hey, so real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Tiana's mother. Tiana is my office manager and my girlfriend. And Tiana's mother, Pam DeVoid, turns 50 today. It's always a big day when you turn 50.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
Hey,
When somebody
we
says
need
their
to let
mother,
her-
I'm thinking they're my age or older.
I know. Her grandfather's 70.
Oh my God, I'm close to his age.
He's 14 years older than I am.
That's
Yeah, so
crazy.
Tiana's 30. And listen, I thought it was great dating a younger girl. At 30, she started falling apart. I love her. But she has started. And then last week, everything on her, what?
That makes him older than her.
I'm older than her. I'm 56. And anyway, happy birthday, Pam. No, Tiana, we
Hope you can hold down Jameson better than she can.
we fell a tree, and then we moved the trailer, and everything that happened to Tiana happened on her left side. She's got a bruise the size of Russia on her leg. She's got a cut over here and a cut on her arm, and she fell leaving Winn-Dixie the other day, and it
you
was
fell
just
a tree.
yeah, isn't that what you say when you're in country?
I don't know what the hell you're talking
Would you know what that means, Bryce? If I said I fell a tree?
Yeah, that's the proper word for that.
Wow, I'm an educated son of a man. It is when you purposely cut down a tree and
So you cut a tree down.
a lot less syllables. I fell a tree.
Yeah, so I sure did. What Tiana did too. We hooked a U-Haul truck. We're U-Haul dealers. If you need a U-Haul deal, let us know, and we'll cut you a break because we don't care much about them because they rip a lot of people off anyway.
That's horrible, bro.
What, bro? Listen.
Good luck with that lawsuit.
Yeah.
You just incriminated
I'm an
yourself.
LLC, man. They'll sue me, get nothing. We use their equipment. Listen, right
Let me
now.
tell you a little bit about law.
If you take a U-Haul truck, you might hit Kenny
Right now,
in the back.
Listen, we opened this trailer the other day and it smelled like pot. And I'm telling you, we don't know what was hauled in it, but I'm going to imagine it was a lot of pot because it was a 5 foot by 8 foot trailer. And it smells, you open it, it's like, wow.
No kidding.
Yeah. So how do we control what gets rented in these trucks? We don't know. Your ex-mother-in-law, I don't know. Just saying.
Oh, that's crazy.
Anyway, we have a trailer on our lot that's been there for 2 months, and we don't have any listing of where it is. We've tried to say, here, take it. They won't. So it just gets used for personal stuff. I'm just going to put a K-Haul on there, like at Denny's. It's just going to be Kenny's.
Huh.
It's going to be called K-Haul.
Hey, that could be the promo truck for the radio show.
Right.
Just paint it up with the logo, drive it around.
Drive it around, right.
There you go.
We need a truck like that with Kenny driving. I had magnets for my shop. People would call up and go, hey, that guy in that car is driving like an asshole. She's like, yeah, that's the owner.
That's funny.
Difficult to get him fired.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like me rolling up trying to get some technicians a while back. The guy says, "Is your boss know he's doing this?" I said, "Let me give you his phone number."
Yeah. He calls and your phone rings. Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, you just got done talking to me.
The best part was the guy was a complete asshole about it. Like he right there, he starts calling, he starts cussing, and he's like, I was like, I just rolled a finger out, and I was like, yep, this is him. Hello. I don't care. And I just rolled a finger out and rolled away.
And while we're talking about ludicrous stuff and things that just don't really happen or talked about unless you're listening to us, NASCAR last weekend was at Martinsville Speedway. It's a little paperclip shaped half-mile racetrack, and they do 500 laps, which is just over 250 miles.
Yeah.
This was a shootout for the championship. They're going from teams of 16 down to 12, down to 8, and now to 4. And then this coming week is the final race. Instead of Homestead, it's going to be in Phoenix. And the final 4 that are going for it is Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, and Christopher Bell. But what was incredible was these guys, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, and Chase Briscoe. They were the 4 that didn't make it. Of
Briscoe. I think that's him.
Chase Briscoe?
Yeah. I think the guy going around the wall.
No, that was Ross Chastain.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't
So
know
he's
who it
from
was,
Alva, Florida, and you're going to Sebring next week.
Yeah, he's a
So Alva is just a little farther to the left.
Yep, I know where it's at.
Before you get to Fort Myers.
Yep.
So that's where he's from. So he's a Florida boy. So I like that a lot. And he drives that number 1 car. And
I'll tell you what, I seen that. I don't watch racing, but I seen that. I'm like, that guy has got it going on.
I wanted to send it to you real quick or something. I don't know if I did or not. I think I tried, but it was that he was in like 13th place with 3 laps to go. He got 2 spots, and on the last lap, he had to catch Denny Hamlin or pass Denny in order to get into the final 4. Yeah. Or Denny was in, and it was just that plus minus of 0 right there, and Denny was in like 5th place. So no one's ever passed 7 cars or 6 cars on the last lap. Not at that track. Not at
Bristol.
Not in Green. Not in Martinsville. Right.
Not in the last turn.
Right. Yeah. And really the last turn because as they come off of 1 and 2, which is the same as going into 3 and 4, they sit there and they have to go they don't ever get to 5th. They go up to 4th gear and they jam down to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and that's their whole shift pattern.
Yeah, and they're only in 4th gear for a matter of a second.
A second. Just to get that extra lunge, and then they're on the brakes. And he did something that Dale Earnhardt Jr. said, I have never seen before. And I'm sure this kid has watched more footage of old-time racing or anything else that we've ever seen. And this guy, he said in his interview, I stuck it into 5th gear. I hit the gas. I let go of the steering wheel. And just like a little Matchbox car where it's going to electric track and it flies off because we get going too fast, he rode the outside wall, and that car, it just bounced and bounced, and he flew past everybody at probably 40 miles, 50 miles an hour faster.
Oh, he was way faster.
He was flying, dude.
I wonder what his
insane.
top speed was. Because I haven't looked, but I bet he got.
It was the fastest lap.
They're doing
I think,
140
they said.
going in there normal, so he had to have been 180, 190
Yeah,
I think it was Junior or Jeff Burton said 192.
But he turned the fastest lap
ever at
ever
that
in
track.
Yeah.
By
2 seconds in one
By 2
corner.
He also passed more cars in one lap under green than anybody ever.
Did you guys see the interview?
And
with
what's
him?
wrong with that?
I did see the interview with him.
When he said that the way he learned to do that was playing the NASCAR video game.
Yeah, iRacing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now everyone see that's and I wouldn't think about it because you are controlling your car and you're racing, but Earnhardt, I watched him one time go on a road course, and this is before the yellow. You can't go below the yellow. You can't pass below, and all these other rules that they've changed. And Jeff Bodine was going to go high around a slower car, and on a road course, you've got only one lane to pass on. So Dale just went low in the dirt, and he just drove through the whole corner. And there's nothing you could do about it because it wasn't in the rules. But no cars ever drive on dirt. You wreck, you wipe out. There's no traction. You whatever. He just drove
Not
through the
Earnhardt.
dirt, and it was just so cool to see this happen. Was super, super awesome. So this weekend coming up, Sunday at I believe 3:00 is the Phoenix International Raceway, and it's going to be the Final Four, and we'll see what happens there. I'm good with Chase Elliott. I'm certainly good with Ross Chastain doing. I don't know a lot about Christopher Bell, but I don't want Joey Logano to win it.
Oh God, no.
You have somebody other than Chase? Because I know we're
No,
Chase
that
fans.
dude right there. I'm
Ross
a
Chastain.
new fan.
Okay.
Actually.
I wouldn't even mind Christopher Bell. He's a good young guy.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
He's
Now
good.
he won the race,
Yeah.
I
Doing
think,
right.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ron came in the shop and was talking to me about it, asked me for that. I seen clips of it on Telegram, and he said that people were giving him giving him hell because bumping and running, but
Well, the best part was
that's what makes it.
Denny trying to wreck him, and then he kept brake checking, so Denny couldn't get
did.
behind him to spin him.
He did.
And then can you imagine Denny Hamlin? Those two hate each other.
Oh.
At the last quarter of a second, the car that you hate all of a sudden says,
Yeah,
it hits the car in front of you. You're like, hey.
yeah. Bye.
And
Denny
you know
Hamlin-
him, he had to be hanging out the
See
window
you,
waving at
Felicia.
him.
He sat outside the fender of his car by the driver's door, and he just stood like this for 20 minutes.
Disbelief.
He said, well, the kid, made a hell of a move, and, you got to give it to him for that.
Yeah,
I'm sure he punched the crap out of the walls in his,
I
his
bet
coach,
you he wanted to smack
Right.
himself in the forehead.
Where's my cat?
The best part was the Dale Jr. part when he says, look at this. Look at this. I ain't never seen this before.
Never.
And the best part was, is like he says, he's done it in the simulators and all that stuff, right? And then they were talking about Carl Edwards tried it and no one else has made it succeed. And the way he said it, well, you have to get speed, but you have to get close to the wall instead of trying to bank and bounce off the wall. Once you bounce off the wall,
Yeah.
you destroy the front end.
That's right.
So that's, if you notice, when he passed Chase, he got in it, and all of a sudden you just see him pull away from Chase.
Yeah.
But he went right to the wall.
Right to the wall.
And then these cars are the carbon fiber body, so
That's
they're a lot
correct.
stronger. Like they
That's
said,
correct.
you got to hit people
Yeah.
harder to get
Yeah.
the spin.
So he just scuffed the whole side of the wall?
He knew what it was. Get going, and then just ride the wall so you don't have that impact to break the tire rod or the
Yeah.
spindle or
Yeah.
something.
Now, 3 cars caught fire during this race. I know we're not going to have time. We'll go to the next segment. But they caught fire in the left front area because of rotors. They were breaking rotors. These cars during the years have been catching fire over this year. On the right side, the carbon fiber in the door area from the exhaust is catching fire. So they've got more work on these Gen 3 cars to be doing.
Well, they're saying it's the buildup of the rubber. The rubber gets in the grill, and then the rubber's getting back there. Now on the Fords, they've changed it, and they put a bar with some type of downdraft splitter in the front, but it's still working.
Wow.
They showed a big picture of what they're making them do now.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Listen, we're going to close this out with a little quick story on Carvana. You guys were in Vero. You're on a much bigger road than me. And although you don't stand out at the road as much as I do, I'm doing a lot of U-Hauls and what.
Mm-hmm.
For the last 2 months, at least, every day, I have seen a Carvana hauler go by.
Oh, yeah. They buy and trade.
You're seeing them?
No,
You know?
I'm in the shop working. Sorry.
He just hurt his feelings.
Carvana was founded in 2012. Their revenue is $12.8 billion. They have 21,000 employees as of December 21st.
Wow.
Hey,
Good for
we
them.
bring the car to you.
They bring the car to you.
That's
1-800-333-4554. That's an easy number.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like in 30 years? There's going to be no.
We can start our own
nothing.
Carvana. We'll call it Autopalooza.
Classic.
Autopalooza. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably something like that with a dealership and a big Nissan ad on top of it or something, I think already. But it was good to talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just have been
It's
blown
always
away
good
that
to
I've
dream.
seen this, and it seems like it's truly rack room tires. I don't really think took off. Buying tires at home and then finding a shop
Tire
to
rack.
put them on. Tire rack room, tire rack.
TireRack.com.
I'm
something like
thinking about shoes. I
Dude,
don't
they
know.
do more than
And so, but Carvana, man, I think it's just a company. I'm gonna buy some stock. Hey, this is American Car Classics.
that. Be right back.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is going well so far. It hasn't been too well. That last segment got a little bit rough when I. Yeah. Anyway, so we are the American Car Classics radio program.
It's a good riff right there.
That's Greg Billings and the Stranger Band, man.
It's a very similar one with another band, I was trying to think of it, but I can't.
I almost think Night Ranger, even though it's a lot lighter, they had some good riffs of some that same time, 1984, kind of in there. Definitely different than a Van Halen vibe or a, but yeah.
We had some really good music in the 80s.
We had some great music in the
70s
80s.
and 80s, actually.
Was Mosh Tequila in the 80s with Sammy Hagar? Was that Mosh
Yeah.
Tequila? Was that in the
I think
80s?
I
yeah.
was 4 years old in 1990. What the hell do I know?
Really?
All right.
Yes, sir.
So this next segment we borrowed from the internet, and
Old, dude.
Bryce is going to see how we do on some
Classic.
Yeah.
actual Jeopardy questions.
Like a
So
classic. Start
let's
wearing that license plate on my back. Antique. What is it? Classic?
classic, the blue one.
Funny
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
All right, Bryce, talk to us.
Sorry.
This South Bend, Indiana automaker was once the world's largest producer of horse-drawn vehicles.
I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm on a game show.
South Bend, Indiana.
Let's see if you
Now,
can
see,
guess
Aaron
it.
would probably know because she's from Indiana.
Yeah. South Bend, Indiana.
Well, it can't be Penske.
Car manufacturer?
The big three. I mean, was it the big three, right?
No.
So Studebaker.
Nailed it.
Oh, okay. And you had to think outside.
Of
'Cause
course he did. I was going to say DeSoto.
I don't even know where DeSoto's. Were they English cars? Aren't they?
No.
They're American.
No, yeah.
All right. Now I got
They got flathead V8s in them.
Now I got a reason to pull up a scoreboard graphic. So
Okay.
I'll
I got one of
do that
those.
next time.
A
what?
scoreboard graphic?
No, DeSoto.
Yeah, I know.
Do you?
That's why I thought of it when it was sitting there because I knew it was going to be
Todd.
some oddball.
Oh, okay.
Question number
Sorry,
2.
dude. I just don't have time.
In 2006, this country surpassed the U.S. to become the number 1 in motor vehicle production.
This country.
Germany.
I
Oh. Come on, you know it.
It's probably China.
don't know. Listen,
Hyundai
I had
Kia.
I had Tiana bring these up, and I haven't looked at anything. I swear to God. But
I know.
it'd have to an Asian country. It would be somewhere in the southeast or
Korea?
Asia, around,
Hyundai, Kia. Oh.
right. I mean, I
No.
think wherever those are.
And let's remember to structure our answers in the property Jeopardy fashion,
right.
which is
What would
in
be
the form of a question.
Hyundai, it'd be.
It's a country.
no,
What
re-
country?
yeah.
What region?
The sandlot
said?
country.
It's a country.
It's a sandlot country.
You're going with Germany.
No, I said it, but
You're going to pull that back?
I've seen this not long ago. It's a sandlot. It's in the sandlot country.
Okay. I'd go with South Korea.
Wrong.
Okay.
No.
What is South Korea? I said it wrong.
All right. I think we timed out on this one. The answer is, what is Japan?
Oh, damn! It wasn't a sandlot
Japan
country.
is small, too, man. That's so small to be making that many cars.
Yeah, I feel stupid.
Go ahead.
Carry on.
Yeah, Bryce, let's hit that voice now.
We salute you if you know that this was the name of Bo and Luke's car on the Dukes of Hazzard.
What is
the
General Lee?
General Lee? Yeah, okay. Oh,
That was not a difficult question.
but he did it.
I didn't
right.
answer it.
For bonus points, name the flag on the top of that car.
A rebel flag.
Yeah,
Confederate
damn
flag.
right. Confederate,
Correct.
yeah.
This German company makes the A3 sedan.
Would be Audi.
Todd's on fire.
Okay. I had to think about the A8.
I've got
So,
a
yeah.
crap load of them things.
Well, you
I can't.
right?
We do.
Because he right.
We got Audis, BMWs, Ferraris.
Mercedes. I can't stand.
All right, this week I'm going to let it slide, but next time, if
We
it's
got
not in the form of a question,
We're not going to
We
count
got
this
one of
anymore.
everything.
All right, go ahead.
We do.
Pain. Yeah. Same.
in 2008, Chevy offered a special 50th anniversary edition of this classic sedan.
What is the Chevy Corvette?
A sedan. What is
A
the
sedan?
Chevy
Wrong.
Impala?
Oh, wait, 2008.
No.
What is the Chevy Impala?
Correct.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, what other sedan does the Chevrolet make? They don't make a Nova. They don't make
Yeah,
a
and the,
don't they make
Chevelle.
the
They don't-
Malibu?
the SS for it.
The Impala.
2008.
That's all. No, they make a Malibu. Oh, they do make a Malibu. No, it's the
Not
same
in
thing,
08
right?
though.
It's
Not
the
in 08.
Impala.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
that's when they made it the 5.3 front wheel drive.
Yeah, and they have crappy paint jobs on.
So is that it? That's the 5 Jeopardy questions.
That's what we got.
That's awesome. Well, so what he said next week was we have to.
Todd,
Well, next time we have to answer it in the phrase of a question. So, yeah. So we're gonna get into what I can do a little bit of a tech talk and
By the way, was anybody keeping score there?
Todd won.
I have no idea, dude. I don't pay no attention to that.
well, I got the first one. I
remember
got the
what you
first
asked.
one in the last one, so I know that out of 5. And if you got 2 and nobody got the other one because we timed out.
That's right.
Well, Steve got one. He
We're all
got one, right?
losers.
Didn't we?
Steve got 0.
I thought
losers.
Steve got one.
Mark at 0.
I got the General Lee.
You got the General Lee.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Todd only got
I got
one.
the rebel flag.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. We'll call that the
Better.
tiebreaker then. Todd
Whatever
wins.
you
All
want,
right.
I got it.
Some tech talk we got in the last couple of weeks I haven't caught up on. Steve from Shreveport, Louisiana asks, 600 CFM carbs or 1 750 carb. Why would 2 carbs be better than 1? Is there a real advantage to dual quads?
No. It depends
Two
on
600s?
Can
Yeah, 2
live.
600 CFMs or 1 750. It's just what he wrote.
Yeah, it really all depends on.
That's
your
a big difference.
heads and-
Absolutely, but knowing that the second. All right, so
But if you got enough to support 1200 CFM, you should have like a 950 HP up on that bitch.
Yeah,
but
not
and I agree.
750.
Now I agree. If you're really going after
He'd
it,
be
and all
choking
this,
the hole.
I've got 2 motors at the shop. One's a flathead Ford, and we've got 2 barrels on there built by Charlie Price, and then we've got 2 AFBs, Edelbrock aluminum 4 barrels on no spacers on a 327 in that 56 Chevy that came in. The question on this is timing right, because I see that on these carbs, just like with a single carb, you have a primary bowls and you have your secondary bowls, and the secondary bowls don't kick in until you really get into it, ramp it up. It doesn't kick in past the linkage setup, right?
Right.
Well, it's the same thing on these. Like a 6-pack off of a Dodge, the 3 deuces, they've got the center one is it the center one that's the main carburetor?
Yeah.
And then the second 2 don't kick in until you ramp up your gain. So I think it's the same premise. So 1200 CFM isn't until your ball's out anyway. But cruising around, you're almost just on the one carburetor. So whether it's a 750 or maybe he's a 900 Dominator or just a something. What is the big advantage? I guess to me, the biggest one for me is more fuel, but more air. You're getting a lot more air into the motor. Is that, you don't think so?
Well, you are, but what's the purpose of it if you don't have the proper fuel?
Well, the proper
Air and fuel is what's
Yes,
makes
right.
it run.
Right.
So if you're not, for performance-wise, why would you have 2 600s and not just 1 750? 'Cause
Right.
The 2 600s, like he says, is equivalent of 1200 CFM. And in reality, it's all about horsepower.
Right.
So, and your top performance. So driving around it.
Mike Carano has a big block in his 55 shoebox.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on a tunnel ram, so there's a lot of space between the motor and a carburetor. I mean,
Right.
probably close to a foot on a tunnel ram. Is that right? So he's got dual quads on that, and I know that he never launches that thing. He doesn't burn out. He doesn't go. He does, but it's very streetable. I don't know how big the carbs are. I don't know how
He's
strong
got
the motor is.
Edelbrocks on it.
Does he?
If I'm
He wants to go EFI, and I've been on the phone with Holly a couple times, and
I wouldn't.
their answers are
I wouldn't. I can tell you. Well, it's not blown, so that's a benefit to him because Rob Flores has the 454 blown, and he's got the Sniper.
Yeah.
And
he has issues.
He doesn't like it.
Okay.
He's had a lot, adjustment. That's why I say Sniper's a great thing, but when you get these cars that are built crazy, you're like, anything with any kind of, good cams in them, like my truck or my Chevelle, I would never put it on there because I don't think I could get it to properly run proper. Versus I can throw a carburetor on there. I know I can make a carburetor.
Right. Your cars are all big blocks, and they're
carbureted.
Over 500 cubic inch each, all of them, right?
Oh yeah.
And they're carbureted, single carb.
Yeah.
And they got plenty on them, right?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna figure that out because my Chevelle's got the EFI going on it, and it makes over 600. But I got the EFI XL.
Okay. Well, I don't know, Steve. I'm trying to figure that out as far as what to offer you as far as the best is. There's a lot of mixed stuff on it.
It depends on the performance.
It does.
If that thing
and
can handle
needs.
1200 CFM
and the needs,
and he's going down to a 750. Yeah,
he's starving it, right?
Hey,
or he's
choking
floating the valves that much.
You're choking it. I'd be worried about leaning the motor out.
That's what I'd be worried.
Mark from Fort Pierce asks, good afternoon, guys. Well, it's evening here. But good afternoon, guys. My 68 Camaro has a lot of wheel hop. What's an economical solution if there is one?
4-link.
Caltrax.
All right. Sam.
And if you don't like the price of the Caltrax, the Assassins.
All right. What is that?
It's the same thing as the Caltrax.
It's all 4 links.
No.
Okay.
What Caltrax goes to the leaf springs. It works the leaf springs, folds the leaf springs, pulls the rear end down, lifts the front, plants the wheels. They have the fastest track records on any leaf spring car.
Okay, so we talk about old school is ladder bars.
Mm-hmm.
And so
what is ladder bars.
What is the difference here?
I didn't say that.
What is this?
The Caltrax mounts to the axle, pivots the axle, pulls the weight down, lifts the front. So it plants the tire.
Okay.
It eliminates the wheel hop. That's what I have on my Pro Charge.
Can you set one lower or anything? Cars always hook.
You can
they're
right
adjustable.
Yeah,
they are adjustable.
You can adjust the length. They have pivots on them. You can adjust the angles on them.
And how are you spelling this? COWTRAC?
No, it's Caltrax.
Cal.
CAL and then TRAC.
Okay, Caltrax. All right. Well, Mark, that should be a great
Caltrax, or
answer
the
too.
name of the big parent company is Calvert Racing.
Calvert Racing.
Or you can go all out and get a hold of chassis engineering and back half the car.
All right. I don't know what that means. I guess
I like to go up.
I'd like to know clock. Sam from Orlando asks how much work and cost is involved in adding or changing my car's lights to LED.
It's not a whole lot. You just got to do your research. Some of them, like just had a truck in the shop the other day. They put LED lights in, it didn't change the flasher, so it makes them blink super fast, but it also shorted out the module as well.
But if you're doing this, you're buying a whole harness, you're getting a cluster, because clusters are not necessarily made up for that.
That depends. You just want to do headlights, taillights, parking lights. Does you want to do the inside?
Right, because
some of them you got to put a little resistor in with them. And something like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
In Lucy, we put an LED dim light, and I had to put a resistor in it.
Yeah, do your research on whatever you're going to do.
Yeah,
you can look it all up on YouTube.
No favorite brands or anything?
Do your research before you buy, because some of the brands are not worth. It's like some of the HID headlights. Some of them are just crap.
Yeah.
Do your research, read your reviews.
Okay.
But then it depends. Like we were just saying, how far do you want to go? Headlights, taillights, dash lights.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good, man. I appreciate that, Sam. That was Mark and Steve. I appreciate the questions coming in. And if you said earlier than I said in the show, 772. 584-1048 is our hotline, and AmericanCarClassics@yahoo.com. I think that's our email address. And this is American Car Classics. We'll be right back for our final shot at this. Love that music, man. Hey, this is American Car Classics radio program, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Steve and Todd are with
Steve's over here.
You're over here. My name is Kenny. Well, I know the music because I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida, down on Madeira Beach, over in Pinellas County, and that's the same place that Greg Billings decided to start singing. And He hung out for 40 years and he's still going and doing it. And
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So a little bit of history.
Yesterday.
And then we're going to.
5 seconds ago is all history.
That's right.
5 seconds ago is all history. We do like the interaction from you guys. So if you have anything to write that I would end up reading to one of these guys or Mike Carano, please, because you've got to have something for this. I don't care. You just got to have something for this.
Otherwise, you're just going to keep talking.
And we're going to get the history of the right now.
The last Hudson rolls off the assembly line October 29th, 1954.
Wow.
Now, we've seen Saturn end. We've seen, what a couple others, Oldsmobile, Pontiac is now ending, right? Way back then, you wonder what it's like to see Hudson because how many were there? 7 auto manufacturers or something? That was it. And so to see one of them close and go out, it's kind of like 55 was a banging time and everything. I don't know. We were coming out of going into war, I guess. Is that right, Bryce? Are you a historian? No. Are we heading into the war in the late 50s anywhere? All right.
Late 50s was between Korea and Vietnam, I believe.
All right.
Yeah.
October 30th, 1970 marked the debut of the Toyota Celica.
Cool.
I happen to have a picture here of this Toyota Celica that Todd will read here in a second.
I remember them.
Toyota, these first generation Celicas have done well holding their value. A 1974 GT 5-speed sold on Bring a Trailer.
$61,000. 74,000 original miles, manual transmission, left-hand drive, originally restored.
Wait, what year?
1974.
1974.
I swear to God, we had one of those when I was in high school. And we called it Corolla buying. We would take it out in the woods and beat the shit out of it.
All right.
I had a 70 Toyota Corolla. I wish I could find
That's
one.
the first year. And let me tell you, I looked during the story. I looked across the internet for a 70, 71, 72. You can't.
Corolla.
Oh.
Not a Celica.
Oh, I was going to sell.
I had a Corolla.
Okay.
70.
Well, we have a 77.
First car.
Pat Stover is the guy that makes our shirts for us currently. And we have his 77 Celica GT at the shop that is in for a complete restoration. And I think he's going to spend more than the car is worth. But he owned this car when he was 16, like you with the Chevelle. It's got a sentimental value. And when he dropped it off, he actually leaned over and kissed the car and then walked off. So it's pretty.
He doesn't never see the car.
Yeah, he sees it. It's parked out on US 1, man. But I haven't touched it, and it's been 2 years, and he knows that, and I hate it.
See? He knows he'll never see the car again, so he kissed it goodbye. Oh, man. He gave it a good resting home.
Listen, the car covers have all rotted and blown off, so it doesn't even have one on it anymore.
See?
Dude, get the guy's thing done.
I know. Get it done. Get it started. I've got 3 that need to be done by December 25th.
Well, I wouldn't be bringing any more in.
I'm not.
You got to do like Todd Biron.
What? Sell them to his friend?
No. He calls me up. He's like, "Hey, you coming to work today? I got something for you."
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'll give it all to him.
I just went to go scratch my ear, and I have a headphone on. Cadillac's Gen 2 introduced the V16 engine. This 452 cubic inch engine came with a 185 horsepower engine, and the weight of this thing. And I didn't write down the year or the day, so much for history.
And it's a 16 stone.
16.
Dave.
You know, Kenny, he's 100 miles a minute.
Grab on me.
This motor weighed 1,050 pounds.
It made 185 horsepower.
It was 452
What a
cubic inches.
dog. Well, I can tell you it was in the 70s.
A V16?
Yeah.
No.
Because if it was 1,050 pounds of the motor and it only produced 185 horsepower, that was a piece of shit. Wasn't it back in power?
I will
the power
come back.
Pistons.
Yeah,
I will come
Pistons,
back
yeah.
and find out when that was because I obviously was
Oh
in the
my
middle
God.
interrupted on something
16,
What,
yeah.
making torque?
Yeah, you're right.
there. Making torque. It's a Cadillac. I don't know, and it's the second generation Cadillac.
Well,
that
it
has
could
to
be 185 horse,
be
but could be like 600
Yeah.
foot-pounds of torque, man.
That's got to be 70s, 80s, something like
Gen
that.
2?
It's got to be piece of
Little tiny
Cadillac
pistons.
started in 30s.
Not a
in the
V6. Not a V6.
That wasn't a 4-valve. That was a 4-piston car.
Yeah, V16.
And they said
Like
it
you
was a
said, the
V16.
pistons would be about as big as this salt shaker.
Yeah, tiny.
Especially
tiny.
only 185 horsepower. I got more of that out of my weed eater.
Right. All right. Well, that's my history. I'm going to do the. Let's do the MECUM auction bit here that we got. I got 2 cars here. and I'll let both of you look at these real quick. These are both going to be going off on Las Vegas over the next week and a half that's coming up. MECUM is going out to Las Vegas, Nevada to have their annual November auction that they have usually the first week of November. And they've got 700 cars in 3 days. So this first one is lot Thursday. It's a lot T104. This is a black convertible topped.
Looks like it's red.
It is red. Man, I suck at this. This is a Corvette. Do we have a year?
Yeah. You just said
It's up top.
70. It
Is
looks
it
like
up
a
top?
71.
All the way up top. That's where this one is.
A 1968 Corvette convertible. When I'm in my office on the internet, I really have it more put together than this. So a 1968 Chevy Corvette convertible. This is red with 350 engine, 4-speed. It says that it has air conditioning, power steering, and red line tires. I'll tell you that it is a pretty car. It is a pretty car. I've got a marker.
It looks
right here.
pretty in black and white, but I'm looking at the windshield cowl, the wiper cowl.
Yeah, that's stuck up.
Way out of adjustment.
Yeah, and that's vacuum operated, correct?
Yeah. Unless they put the electrical, conversion in it.
All right. Well, Mike is not here, so we're going to put an X, and I've got one in there for Bryce, so we've got to take a guess. So 68 convertibles to me are pretty nice. It is a 68 Corvette, and the convertibles there, the red with the black, really was sharp, but it had a red interior, and to me that kind of turned me off a bit on it.
Yeah.
It's a 68. I'm gonna go with 68. Todd.
I'm going to go with 57. What, dog?
All
Sorry.
right. Next time we're gonna go ahead and do little papers so that it can be a little bit more whatever. Steve, what are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking 57.8, but Todd already occupied that, so I'm gonna go 63.5.
Right in the middle. Bryce, you got an idea?
I'm just going to go with the high bid 69.
Squisher.
Price is right, AJ.
All right, the next one is, I'll look at the top this time, a 1980 Pontiac Turbo Trans Am. This is going off on Thursday in Las Vegas. 38,475 original miles. Well, that's what's on the odometer. This is a 4.9-liter V8. This is an automatic transmission. Color of the car is white with a red interior. Again, the red interior, I'm not a fan of red interiors. Mike is out. Let's go ahead, and this is a turbo V8, like I said, automatic transmissions, power steering, power windows, power brakes, T-tops, color-keyed mirrors.
This is one of those cars.
Yep.
If
It takes the right buyer.
if the guys,
It can either flop or go because it's got the square nose on it. A lot of people don't like the 79s, but there's a lot of people that do like them.
I'm going to go in at 33 because of low miles.
I'll let you guess this time.
I'm going to go 28.6. Just because I know it's the 301 turbo.
Yeah, the 301.
And a lot of people don't like that, the nose cover on those. They like this. And if that was at 78 with the honeycomb wheels and true TA.
75.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that low mileage, all day long.
The guy used to live across the street over by Bevan. He's got a 78 Bandit Blue Edition. Very limited. And that car is immaculate.
I'm going to go, I'm going to do,
Sorry, it was there.
He's got to think now he routed him.
35. I know I'm high, but I don't know.
Bryce.
The mileage is just
Can I sign your shirt?
no.
Okay. Bryce, what is your guess?
I'm going to stick to my same strategy and go 36.
We're going to cut him out next week. All right. Well, then we'll hang out and see what happens with that next week. Maybe it's the week after, but we'll let you all know what happens on that edition after the MECUM auctions. Running from the 10th, 11th, and 12th of November in Vegas. It should be awesome. So, man, what else I got? I got some car show stuff. Let's do that
Bringing some stuff to the January MECUM.
and wrap that up. I had a guy pull in again today and say how much for the Nova, and Tiana runs down there and says it ain't for sale, and I said $30,000. I think she's worth the way the market is and everything else after watching that thing go through Chattanooga that we saw, that 72. So I'm not bringing anything. You got Terry 57. Was that Terry's 57 that came in? So what's he doing with that?
Oil leaks.
Okay. Because I got to call him about the chassis. Anyway, the First Presbyterian Church of Vero Beach. This is the 7th annual. Here, you can read this one next, Steve. This is the 7th annual Car, Bike, and Truck Show, Saturday, November 5th from 10 to 3. This is in Vero. Todd, you know where it is?
Yep, right down the street from us.
So it's right there off of 21st.
21st?
Is it?
No, 23rd.
23rd?
Yep, it's at the First Presbyterian Church there.
520 Royal Palm Boulevard.
Royal Palm.
Okay.
23rd.
And so this is Saturday, the November 5th. That's this Saturday. So if you caught us our show early enough, we got there for you. We've been offering advertising about this show. So I think it's usually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good show.
They had one last week at the church, and Billy DeArton and his wife Kathy said it was a great time. Steve, what do you got next?
I got the Wildwood Antique Mall's 5th anniversary car show, November 6th. Setup starts at 8. Show starts at 9 o'clock to 3. Rain or shine. Parking lot and covered walkway. $10 pre-registration, $15 day of the show. Presented by the Indian River Region AACA.
Where's the money going to?
I always think that I tried to end a car show early, 1 o'clock. I think 3 o'clock in the afternoon, people are just itching.
Yeah, it's
to
a
get
long
out.
time.
Well, it's getting cooler now, so it depends if the weather's nice.
is.
Like, we did the Henry Dana show. It was pretty nice. You know, it wasn't
If the
too
weather-
hot.
yeah.
It was a little hot in the sun, but it was pretty nice. But, man, it was, you know, for 2 other big car shows going on, but then also what helped, too, is they had a big chili cook-off there.
Right.
That's the thing.
That's
But
really cool.
Todd just asked where the proceeds are going. It says to local charity, the
Hibiscus
Children's
Center.
Center.
Very cool. This one I want to highlight before we run out of time. November 19th. November 19th. Mark your calendars. This is here in Vero Beach. This is the Route 60 Hyundai Car Show. Our friend Tommy is the owner out there, and our buddy Rhett is one of the service riders. And they're ramping up for a big show, and I'm glad that Tommy's doing this. It gives us a chance to shine with a lot of people right there in our neighborhood. I know you'll be out there to this one, Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, after Steve, you probably, if you still have Orange because you registered for MECUM, you bring her out, please, and try to go in for this
When's
one. This is November 19th.
I still have it because my car's registered for the January.
That's right.
Super Bowl.
So this is going to be 8575 20th Street, Vero Beach. Categories are East Coast of Florida Saturday. Registration is $20. Email is PENNSBORO1J@cfl.rr.com. Facebook is by High Performance Promotions, and this is out at Route 60 Hyundai in Vero Beach, November 19th. It's going to be from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. So, again, that's the middle of the road, and 2 o'clock is getting out a little bit better than 3 or 4 o'clock. So, Bryce, where am I on time?
We're good on time.
All right, well, then let's read this last one. The Fresh Scratch Bistro and Lounge Classic Car Cruise and Dance. This is 1940 Highway A1A, Indian Harbor Beach, next to the Lowe's.
Yeah.
All right. This is from 12 to 4, Sunday, November 6th. So there's 2 car shows that we got going on November 6th.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cruise, though.
Yeah, that's on
Oh, this is
Sunday,
a cruise.
right?
Yeah, and this is at noon, but noon to 4.
The Wildwood one's a pretty good car show.
Yeah,
I've been to a
I
couple
like
times.
it. I did the first one and the second one.
One of them was. I remember one year it was hot, really hot. But
Yeah. Yeah, there's no palm trees. It's out in the same down by the Oslo McDonald's.
but
where
you can go walk
everybody
through the
meets.
antique mall.
You can walk, and Tiana and I went through there when we went down to the Oslo Saturday night McDonald's thing, and I want to make her lock her purse in the car. She could have bought
Yeah.
everything. So, all right, well, guys, thanks for coming in
I thought
after
you were
work
getting mugged or something.
and hanging out for the show.
Yeah,
I had you hanging there for a second, didn't I?
he did. I was like, what the heck, Don?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your favorite toilet. That's great. All right. Well, this is American Car Classics Radio Program. Tell a friend, write us, tag us, share
Text
us.
us, send pictures
You should
of your
listen
car.
Spotify, Apple iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
It's like the voice out of the blue.
Yeah, man.
Right on. So,
Chimes right in there.
all right. Well, we appreciate it very much. Y'all take care.
Take a bake.
Y'all come back now.